Oh my goodness, I've got something unusual in front of me. It's a prototype. It's a smartphone in one of the most unique boxes that I've ever seen. It's the ROG phone. Join the Republic. It is a gaming phone. Gaming phones are becoming a thing, and this is a very interesting one. But remember, in front of me right now is a prototype. Nonetheless, this is worth checking out. Let's open up this really unique box. Check this out. This is the fingerprint scanner, which is, I've never seen one with that shape on it before. Type-C headphone jack, a docking connector. It's also got this interesting adapter on the inside. And it gives you a headphone jack as well as a Type-C connector. So when you're playing, your cords are going down. Type-C cable, braided, a power brick. All right, let's get some quick info on this thing. Optimized Adreno graphics, AR core support, ultra-fast gigabit LTE, innovative game cool system for 40% more power input, 3D vapor chamber cooling technology and copper heat spreader. Of course, it's got Qualcomm Snapdragon inside, 90 hertz refresh rate, but it doesn't end there. The way this is going to work is that you're going to buy this accessory with this pre-installed on the bottom. It's not a secondary phone. You're not going to pop it out and use it as a phone. Tactile controls as well as an SD card slot. Oh, that was pretty easy. It just clips right in. That is absolute insanity. Look how robust this desktop dock is. This is gonna turn your gaming phone practically into a desktop computer. It'll dock in here like this and then give you access to an enormous number of ports. This is wild. SD, micro SD, display port, USB-C, 4 USBs, Ethernet, another display port, HDMI, and audio jacks. What? Maybe this can become the horsepower for someone's gaming experience even at a desk. It's a wild thought. With a dock like this, it is possible. Shh. I'm in Ace's headquarters. Okay, so here's the device. I've got it set up now. You can see screen is turned on. A couple of forward-facing speakers, front-facing camera there, cameras on the back, dual. This is kind of interesting here. This logo, it lights up, it's RGB. If you go to Game Center, you get a bunch of details about what's happening with your phone. It gives you the temperature and also the clock speed of the CPU, GPU, and so on. You can actually adjust the fan speed of the device manually also. So this is the Aura software, and it allows you to customize that RGB light on the back. You can do everything from a color cycle to static, breathing, strobing, and so on. It's a 90 hertz display, also AMOLED. So it kind of fits somewhere between, you know, a Galaxy S9 and something like the Razer phone. So you get some gaming improvements. Now, probably the coolest feature on this device are these things on the top called air triggers. There's software that allows you to map each one of these to those locations of the display so that you can interact with a mobile game in a similar fashion to what you would do on a console. So a lot of this is controlled through this Game Genie button for speeding the system up, using your air triggers, doing key mapping. That's right, you can actually connect this device to a dock and then use a keyboard and mouse to play mobile games, which you probably think is crazy, but in many parts of the world, mobile gaming is taking off. It's becoming the most prevalent platform for gaming in general. And so now all of a sudden, as these devices improve from a performance standpoint, there's a reason to take advantage of features like that on mobile. It goes even deeper than that. You can go live from here. You can do display scaling. You can record your gameplay. This is an actual functioning fan, which will cool down your device, allowing it to perform better over longer periods. So as you can see, the RGB, it carries through onto this adapter. You can actually hear the fan. And again, because this thing can increase performance, the phone won't need to throttle its performance if it can stay cooler. This is the insanity. This is not something I ever expected to see. This screen on the bottom and the physical kind of contraption, it's a controller. This is just a display on the bottom with a built-in battery, 6,000 milliamp hours to provide power to your phone, which lives on the top. So the phone can be extracted from here and inserted. You can actually do two different things on each of the two displays. Maybe in the future, one thing on both once developers get access to this particular device. Right now, the setup is a game on the bottom and then Twitch on the top. The ability to stream mobile gaming on Twitch with chat in one pocketable little situation. an SD card slot, I don't know, store some movies, whatever you like, a Type-C connector to keep the whole thing charged. Have YouTube or a web browser open on the top display and then anything else on the bottom one. It's basically multitasking on your smartphone with a dual display setup. How about this? Mobile gaming on a PC style setup with a mouse and keyboard? Are you serious? What are you into? I want to know, so I can report it to the authorities. The precision of the mouse and the keyboard together. So you could have this little dock next to a TV, next to your computer setup. Of course, it has all the peripherals connected. The dock is multifunctional. How powerful can the phone get? So this is a wireless video receiver, which is going to take transmission from the device and then pump out an HDMI signal. So this is the last piece, dongle setup, Type-C, a major solution for competitive gamers on mobile. Because you have the landscape port, you have this one, you play like this. Look, no interference at all. And then your other connections come down here to the dongle itself. This is now the living room scenario where alongside that wireless dock that I mentioned before, the wireless receiver now becomes a sort of makeshift console where I could lean back, tactile controls, shoulder buttons, and it's all happening on this big 65-inch display. Of course, this display could be any size that you want. I mean, who's better than you? Oh, I'm dead. So somebody's definitely better than me. Talk about bragging rights. You're like, what do you do with your phone, huh? As mobile games continue to improve, get better, be dominant, games like Fortnite, PUBG, I named them, I think the demand for this type of hardware kind of goes up alongside the improvement of the software. So maybe not now, but definitely not never. The ROG phone, the latest in the realm of gaming phones, and probably the most fleshed out from an ecosystem perspective. It's modular, it can do a lot of different things, and it's finally starting to make the case for why these gaming phones should exist and who they might exist for. Now you let me know, you tell me down below in the comments, are you ready for a gaming phone? Do you see a purpose? Is this the coolest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? I want to know. Thank you.